All right, we are live. Yay! Hey, everybody.
Awesome.
Kathy Kennedy here. Travel Talk Tuesday at 2. Actually, we were kibitzing, and I looked at the clock and went, "Uh-oh." Actually, I was answering everybody's text. So if you guys quit texting me and get on and get on, um, uh-oh. Anyway,
It's great to be back. It's been a while since I've been on here with you, Kathy.
I know. Um,
Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Goes by so quick.
yeah, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. I'm still in New York. It's where I'm from. I'm visiting my family. So I'm in my parents' house. Snuck off into one of their bedrooms and I said, "Don't come in here. I'm going live."
Well, that's going to be the fear because I forgot to put the warning out there. So Lord knows what could come through here. Um, so, um, so where in New York are you?
I'm in Long Island. I grew up in Queens. Yeah. And then as soon as I moved to Virginia, my parents were like, "We're leaving Queens. We're going to Long Island." So they're here now. And it was great. It's just great to be with family. Um, Before we went live, I was telling Kathy that I've been on a lot of cruises lately. So it's nice to, be on land for a little bit, visiting family. And then I'll be heading back on a ship in just a couple of weeks. So,
What a great time to be in New York. A lot of people probably don't know this. We still got a couple of minutes, but I used to, when I had a real job, I had a real job. I lived in New Jersey, but
okay.
the city was
Hmm.
my turf.
Hmm.
Or one of the areas that I covered. And so we would go into the city, and I always loved this time of year
Yeah.
because the parade, and they always were out there, working on something, and this and the tree going up, and and Long Island is, that's well, it's close, but unless you're driving.
Yeah, I know. It could take 3 hours. I mean, I could be in Virginia. It's a 4 hour drive from Virginia. I'm in Northern Virginia, just right outside of DC. It could take me longer to get into the city from my parents' house now to get to Virginia. It's crazy. I just jump on the train when I'm going out there.
Yeah, train was my life would be. I would get up and I would drive into, I think it was Hoboken, and then I would
Hmm.
take the train over to Rockefeller Center, and then I would go up in Rockefeller, come back down,
Hmm.
and then we take the subway over to Third to Trade, and then I'd take Grand Central and head back down to
Oh
Jersey.
my
That
gosh.
was a day's work. Oh
I
my
know it really is. It's the commute. It's the commute that kills you. I loved commuting into the city when I was still living here. Um, but it got old really quick. I loved working in the city and the hustle and the bustle of it all. And I'm actually going to head into the city tomorrow because Celebrity has windows in Saks Fifth Avenue. We have Celebrity Christmas
I
windows.
saw that. I saw
Yeah.
that. Oh yeah, I used to love to walk those windows this time of year.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, we're starting to get some people on. We got Vicky and Piggly Wiggly. That's another whole story. We'll talk about that. He's going to be labeled that for life. We got Veda's up in Big Stone Gap. Deborah's coming in. Her dad is going into some surgery, so prayers headed that
Oh,
way. Miss Louise is
absolutely.
there. We got Eloise watching. Some of these guys are going to be traveling with me. So now you know. Oh, and I got Amy. Boom! I got
Fun.
Amy done. Yes, Amy's my right arm. God bless her. She's been a little under the weather too. I got a little under the weather, but I'm feeling, those antibiotics, they kick you in real fast. So yeah.
Well, it's the traveling. Your body you're not used to it, right? So your body takes a
Mine is
little bit
called
more.
old body,
No,
old age.
no. No, no, no.
I don't bounce back like I used to. So it's like, but anyway, no, I'm good, and we're ready to go. We're headed to Punta Cana on Friday, fingers crossed, and hopefully we'll be down there in Margaritaville here pretty soon.
Have a
So
margarita for me.
yeah, and then you and I were talking. How great is it to get back into traveling? How great is it to? You
Yes.
said you just got off a couple of ships.
Mm-hmm. I
What
was
ship?
on the Apex,
Apex. Yep.
which was absolutely stunning.
That should be called Jason Apex Pool.
Yeah.
He has been on that ship how many times just this year? You guys all know Jason. Jason is my associate out in Nashville. And how many times has he been on Apex this year?
Well, I think he went to Greece 3 times. He came on with me. So that's 4. Then he went over to the summit. He's just been cruise hopping.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it though.
Yeah, absolutely. And what better way? And that's what I was telling everybody, because, just traveling 4 countries over in Europe and, being in Mexico twice this year, being up in Alaska, there is, and I really got it when I was traveling different countries, as we all know, with the different protocols and stuff, is to really be able to experience so that we can take you guys and kind of give you the heads up. This is what we got to do. So you guys are all texting me here about QR codes over there. You know what? And you probably know too. We were talking about COVID-19 tests. And I said, my nose is just taking a vacation. It doesn't have to have one for this trip.
I know, it's so nice.
Don't know what to do, but it's just become a form of travel. And honestly, for the experience level and the excitement that you get, especially over in Europe with so many people from so many different countries being able to share. To me, that's just, a COVID-19 test and fill out an immigration form. That is nothing compared to what you get back in return. So.
Sign me up. Sign me up. And even to get on the ships, you have to take your test prior to getting on, and everyone has to be vaccinated. Yes. But once you're on, you feel like you're back in 2019, and it's just so normal. And it feels so good to have, a sense of normalcy back in your life. Even if it's just for a week or even 4 or 5 nights, it's nice to get that taste, and it makes you want to go back and get a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing that we do want to talk about, and the reason why I really wanted Maria to coming on, which, by the way, you guys spread the word. I'm already starting to market Travel Club in January. Can you believe it's December tomorrow?
No, I can't. I have no Christmas shopping done. None.
Me either. So why bother? They're all out in tankers somewhere.
Yeah, right. That's true.
You're getting a gift card. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
But it's December. So I'm thinking, oh my God, January. I'm so excited. Maria is coming to Travel Club first January, and she's never been, guys.
I know.
Oh, you guys, we need to kind of like break her in. But we also have, and I'll share this with everybody, we also have Vacations by Rail is flying in. And we also have, and believe it or not, AMA Waterways is coming. And most of you already know this gentleman, but Rob, who used to be the BDM for Viking, is now with AMA. So this is going to be one Travel Club. It's January the 18th, guys. It's 1 to 4 o'clock. Pencil it in. You get to meet this lady in person.
Yay. I cannot wait to finally.
It is fun. We do have fun. Do we not, guys? You guys have been over there too. Oh, Arthur's coming in from Texas. So we got Texas on the line. We've got Belinda coming in. She's, yay, Maria.
Yay.
So we got Amy. So yeah, we've got some people coming in here. So I want Maria to come on here. Arthur's already in margarita mode. Fins up. Tell us about this amazing new ship that's coming out. Now, for many of the ones that are also over here, I want to take them back. When did the Edge come out, Maria?
2018.
2018. It was 50 of you, I know, on a bus, and we went down to Miami, I think she went out of, and we were on the Celebrity Edge. She's the first of its kind, the only one of her kind, and we had an amazing, I want to say that was one of our better Super Bowls. So just thinking, when Maria started putting the Beyond in my head, I thought, well, I want to kind of run this by you guys and see if this is ship we want to get onto. So Maria, do we want to flip over to
Yeah, I'm going to share my screen quick. So just bear with me just one moment. And I'm going to go over just a quick little PowerPoint. It has great pictures in there for you guys. And then just let me know if you could see my, okay, perfect.
Okay. Yep.
So Beyond, I mean, so for those of you who don't know, I used to work on board celebrity cruise ships. And it's been a while since I left the ships. And I'm here on land and I love it. But once I saw the reveal of the Celebrity Beyond, there was a little voice in my head saying, I could go work back on board these ships and work on board Beyond, because she is just breathtaking. So let me take you through the journey a little bit and show you some of my favorite places that you'll find on board the Beyond. Starting with the size of Beyond. She's bigger. She's a little bit more extraordinary than the others. 20 meters in stretch and one additional deck. So what does that mean? That means that she has 17 decks. So that's one more compared to Edge and Apex. 11,000 gross tons larger than Edge and Apex. 69 feet larger than Edge and Apex. 128 feet wide. She has 350 more guests than Apex. And 179 more staterooms and suites compared to Edge and Apex. So she's definitely larger, definitely one of our largest ships. I believe she's the second one, as Reflection is just a little bit above her with the guest count, but absolutely stunning. We brought on board our dream team. Some familiar faces I'm sure you guys see here, Kelly Hoppen being one of them, Nate Burkus, and Danielle Blood. And I'm going to show you some of the places that they've created. First, starting off with Kelly Hoppen. She's really involved with our suites and our staterooms and also the retreat. And one of my favorite new suite categories is the Aqua Class Sky Suite. So for those of you out there who love Aqua Class because you love blue, you're a little bit more health conscious, maybe with what you're eating while you're on board, because I know for myself, at least, I could get a little bit carried away. But with the Aqua Class Sky Suite, you have the best of both worlds. So you have the best of Aqua Class, and then you also have the best of the retreat, which is our suite class. So you have a spa concierge, unlimited access to the sea thermal suite, complimentary fitness classes, spa credit. I mean, it goes on and on. Plus, you get all of the benefits of the retreat, one of them being the retreat sun deck, which is nearly 40% larger. It now has 2 levels on the Beyond. Added a hot tub as well, and it could fit about 292 guests. This is the largest retreat sun deck that we have out there. So when you book into the retreat, you get your private sun deck, you get your private restaurant called Lumine, you get your butler. Every single one of our suites gets a butler. You also get all-inclusive along with everyone else. However, yours is the highest all-inclusive package that you could get. And there's just so much more that you get when you book into the retreat. So if you're interested in taking advantage of this spot while you're on board the Celebrity Beyond, definitely reach out to Kathy and she could get that sorted out for you. Now, the open decks. You see Kelly Hoppen, you also see Nate Burkus, and then you also see a picture of Mr. Tom Wright, who's the architect that we brought on board with us to help design some of these spaces. Look at this resort deck. It's larger. It has 8 raised cabanas. It has a terrace and sunken seating areas. And as you could see here on this slide, you see some of the sunken seating areas. Look at that elephant on that gentleman's back. If you haven't noticed on board all of our Edge class ships, we do have some type of architectural wonder on the sun deck. So on Edge, it was the butterfly. On Apex, it's a heart. And on Beyond, you see this elephant on this man's back. Just absolutely breathtaking. Something that you really won't find on board any other ship. The cabanas. Now, you could rent these cabanas out if you want, depending on if it's a sea day or a port day, depends on the additional fee that would come along with it. But if it is something that you're interested in doing, you could sort that out while you're on board.
So what does the cabanas get, Maria? I mean, if they're going to be renting besides just the space.
Mm-hmm. You get the space. You also you get a private pool attendant. You could get bottle service there. You could also get bites to eat and things like that. It's your own space to do whatever you'd like in for the day.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And now look at this rooftop garden. And I'm hoping your eyes went right to the 2 floating pools that you see on the starboard side of the ship. Nothing you'll see on any of our ships. This is part of the rooftop garden. As you see, there's also a screen there. They do shoot some movies. They show some movies out there. It would be pretty cool if they filmed a movie on one of our ships. But these two pools, absolutely breathtaking. More seating, private nooks, more sun protection as well. I mean, just breathtaking. Those alone, I could see those being utilized maybe more than than the pool on the open deck. And then Nate Berkus. And now this, I think, is my favorite part of the Celebrity Beyond. One, I love the Sunset Bar fleet wide, but what he did to this space is just absolutely beautiful. Nearly twice the size as before. It has 2 levels, wraps around to the Ocean View Cafe, which is below. 144 occupants. It's just absolutely beautiful. It really has a Moroccan feel to it. If you don't know where I am when I'm on the Beyond, this is where I am.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite on the edge was the Sunset Bar. It's always beautiful.
It is. And, they always have entertainment out there. There's so much entertainment always going around the ship. But at the Sunset Bar, especially, during sunset, they always have some music going on out there. It's just a really great place to have a drink and enjoy your sail away. It's one of my favorites. As you can see, I'm spending a lot of time on this slide. And then just another angle of the Sunset Bar. And Nate Berkus designed this space. And then the Grand Plaza, which is really the heartbeat of the ship. And we're working with Mr. Manku, who is just brilliant in what he's done, really across all of our ships, but really with the Beyond. It's 16 times larger. It has more space, more seating. They've moved the Martini Bar to the center to really give it that full, larger feel. Also one of my favorite places. Just beautiful. 3 stories. So you could be on deck 5 and look down and see what's going on at the Martini Bar. Really a fun place. Like I said, the heartbeat of the ship.
So does the Martini Bar break out in music like it does?
It does. Yeah, so they do a whole flare show, and the chandelier does a whole light show, and it really it's a mini show for you, and it's really great, fun. You could see that the bartenders pour martinis, they'll put the glass on their head and pour it from their head. They flare the bottles. It's a great experience. And then Daniel Blood, our culinary ambassador, his first ever restaurant at sea. So when you book into the retreat, you have a restaurant called Lumine. And at Lumine, you have a curated menu on there from Daniel Blood. However, that is only for retreat guests. So now on the Celebrity Beyond, all guests will have access to try some of Daniel Blood's food. So this is his first ever restaurant at sea. It is a specialty dining restaurant. When you enter the restaurant, it's a different way than how you exit the restaurant. So you enter from one way, and then when you enter, it's a whole, and when you exit, it's a whole experience when you're entering the restaurant. It's just beautiful. It seats 50. It's going to be on deck number 4. And also Mr. Manku also helped design this space for Daniel Blood. Just beautiful. And then where's the Celebrity Beyond going? So she's going to start her maiden voyage in 2022, April, out of Southampton. She'll do a Europe season out of Southampton, Rome, Barcelona, 9 and 10 nights. You'll have an overnight in Florence. This is the first time ever. And then late night stays in Santorini, which is great because the sunsets in Santorini are just breathtaking. She'll then do the transatlantic, 12-night from Lisbon to New Jersey. And then from there, we'll do some inaugurational and naming ceremonies here in the States. And then she'll do the Caribbean season, and hoping that's where you guys will join her, departing out of Fort Lauderdale, doing 7-night core Caribbean, Eastern and Western. And then she has a holiday sailing on there as well. Holidays on board the ships are absolutely beautiful. One, they decorate the ships gorgeous. But New Year's Eve on board the ships like nothing else. It is the best New Year's Eves I've ever had. Did 3 when I was working on the ships, and it was just a ton of fun. So just something to think about. And then I'm going to close it off for you guys with this video of Beyond. It's just an overall view of how beautiful she is. So here we go. That's okay if you can't hear anything. There's no sound.
That sunset bar is amazing.
Oh, isn't it? Just gorgeous.
I think that's one of the prettiest venues is the rooftop garden. I know on the edge, it was just gorgeous.
Yeah. There's nothing about this ship that I'm like, oh, I don't really like that. Everything I'm like, oh, wow, I can't wait to be there. Wow.
Magic carpet is still there, I see, right?
Yes. Yeah, the magic carpet is still there. And depending on where the magic carpet is on the ship, depends on what it's being used for. So it could be a gangway. It could be an extension of the pool bar. It could be an alfresco restaurant. So it has many functions.
All right, when Alan was in, which you guys remember Alan Brooks, and he was introducing the edge one time, I told him, I said, it was so nice of you to make the magic carpet a Tennessee orange. I totally took him off guard. Of course, Tennessee loved it, but.
So remember, the retreat is when you book into a suite.
And Lumine is fabulous. I've had the opportunity to eat in Lumine several times. It's just incredible.
Edgeville is great for families. It sleeps 4. It also has the plunge pool, and it also has 2 separate entrances. So if you are traveling, with your teenage sons or grandchildren or another couple, they'll have separate entrances.
So you mentioned Beyond is going to be coming out April, spending its time in Europe, and you said coming back to New Jersey. Is it coming in
Cape Liberty?
So it's going to be in Cape Liberty, but only for the inaugural, and then is it going down to
Fort Lauderdale?
Okay, then it's going to Fort Lauderdale. Okay.
Yes, yeah. Just beautiful. And one thing I want to mention is don't forget that Celebrity Cruises is always included. So anytime you book, your drinks, your tips, and your Wi-Fi are always included. I think I lost you guys. Can you see me?
Yep, we can see you. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So your drinks, your tips, and your Wi-Fi are always included. I mean, so when you talk with Kathy and you say, I can't wait to get on Beyond, let me see what this pricing is, remember that your drinks, your tips, and your Wi-Fi are always included. And then depending on if you say, Kathy, that's great. However, I want the premium drinks package, there's options for that as well.
Yeah. And the one thing I remember about the drink package, and Maria, correct me if I'm wrong, but that includes your water, your
bottled water.
Some say drink package, but you don't get water. Some include, it also includes, of course, sodas and
specialty coffees as well.
Yes, coffees. So, and that isn't always included. And
right.
So, but this one is. So Belinda says the ship is beautiful. Now, Judy says I was one of that 50 on the edge. Who else was on the edge with me? Let's see if I remember. Oh my God, that was 2018. Eloise, I think you were on there. But it was that, the edge came out. I have to do it. She looks different. They look
Yeah,
different.
they do.
Because it talked to them about the balcony, how the edge balcony is different than what they're used to. Because the majority of these guys, I'm looking over here, were not on the edge. And so they're kind of curious about the Shoops were on there. There you go. Shoops were there.
Are you talking about the infinite verandas?
Yes.
Okay. So I actually just stayed in one. And it is absolutely breathtaking. So when you first walk into the room, straight ahead where your balcony doors would typically be, it is floor to ceiling glass. Now, you also have the option to take that upper part of glass and bring it down. So when you sit there, you're really just one with the ocean. There's no barrier besides that pan of glass there in front of you. There's a door also behind you, like a sliding door that you can close to kind of give you more of that balcony feel. Full transparency, it is not going to be like when you think of a balcony on board a ship, it's not like that. However, it really is something so different, and it really does I felt like I was one with the ocean. There was nothing, there was nothing blocking it. It really is a beautiful space. You could also just keep that window open, closed, which is what I did most of the time. And I just enjoyed the view. And I was laying in bed and I would just look out. It was gorgeous.
And the ships are very tech. I mean, high tech. And if I remember the edge, and of course that was what, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh my God, 3 years ago. That your phone could open your door.
Your door.
The lights are by iPad.
That's true.
It's always the temperature, right?
Yep. And one thing I forgot to mention is that an infinite veranda is 28% larger. The bathroom is 10% larger than your standard veranda. So it is a larger room. There's also hidden nooks and crannies in there. So there's a desk that slides open, or if you don't need that space, you could slide it back in and it goes right under the table that's there. There's a charging station there. There's USB outlets right next to the bed, so you don't have to worry about where's an outlet, my cord doesn't reach or anything like that. It really is friendly. I didn't have to look too hard for anything that I needed. It was all there.
So if we summarize up here, because we're about to run out of time, but I hope we got kind of because I haven't been on the Apex yet. I hope to get on her soon, but to be able to dream to get on the Beyond would even be better. So I started thinking, and that's what happens when I start thinking. You guys know Super Bowl 2023. So I went, and yes, in my hand is a contract. So I just kind of want to throw it out there. I want you guys to give me some feedback. Would you like to get on the Beyond for Super Bowl February 2023? Now, Super Bowls are later. All right. So the Super Bowl is February 12th, because I know several of you are going to Australia, New Zealand with me. Well, we're back on the 2nd. So, I mean, we can easily get on there on the 12th. It's going out of, now here's the thing, it is going out of Fort Lauderdale. Possible bus situation, depending on, I want to get a hold of Maxwell, depending on how many is interested in this. But it does go to Nassau, it goes to Costa Maya, it goes to Cozumel, and it goes to Grand Cayman. That's actually four islands. And I know many of you have probably been to some of those places, but Maria and I were kind of talking before that. I don't know if it's more the ship I want to experience than, of course, I would love to do, of course, we got to do the bar hop in Cozumel. I mean, all that good stuff you just have to do. It's been how many years? So
yeah,
some of those things you want to revisit. So you guys do me a favor and give me some feedback right here. Okay. So if you're on here, right down below, thumbs up or thumbs down for Super Bowl. Is that a good way to do it? Thumbs up?
Yeah, I think so. And also, what I didn't show is that we do have a craft bar, similar to how you have on Edge. It really is it's like a sports bar. You could go in there, grab wings, grab quick bites. They have TVs everywhere, and we'll definitely be showing the Super Bowl. So if you're like, oh, I don't know if are we going to see it? Yeah, of course, you're going to see the Super Bowl on board the Celebrity Beyond.
Half of us could care less about Super Bowl. It really comes down to betting, right, Vedas? Okay, we do get a few bets going on the thing, but it's really about getting the heck out of East Tennessee in February. Okay,
I hear ya.
Santa's gone. January's here. We want to get the heck out of here. So it really is kind of, it's become, I don't know, my gosh, I think we've been doing this like 14 years that we've actually been doing this quote unquote Super Bowl thing. So I'm just running that out there. I have the contract. I'll put it together if I get an interest level. If I don't get an interest level, then Maria, I actually am doing this too, because I would love to experience that ship and to be able to know that my gratuities are included. I don't have to worry about Wi-Fi. You know me and Wi-Fi, so we can send all those pictures back. And then, of course, a beverage package on top of it is already in there. Oh, Vedas has already given me thumbs up.
Awesome. I love it. Yeah. And it's important to note that there's an 18% gratuity included in that drinks package that's included in your cruise fare. So not only do you get your tips for your room attendants and your wait staff, you also get your tips included for your bartenders, bar servers. So really, you don't have to go on board and spend a dime if you don't want to. Of course, you're welcome to tip additional, but that's totally up to you. It's all included.
And, Celebrity, the food is amazing. I mean, the alternative dining is through the roof. And, I just experienced some amazing gourmet over in Europe, and Celebrity's right there with that. And then even just the regular, I call the buffet is just crazy. It's so good. And then the entertainment.
Amazing.
Hey, does the Beyond have Eden on there too? Is Eden a part of?
So they haven't really shared all of the spaces still for Beyond. So there's definitely a lot more to come. What I can say is head to the Celebrity Cruises YouTube channel, and there's a whole section there all about the Celebrity Beyond and some of the reveals that it has done. So entertainment has not yet been discussed. Some of the venue spaces, as I mentioned, have not yet been discussed. So there's still so much more to come with the Beyond. But check out the videos on the YouTube channel. There's tons of interviews there with Lisa Lutoff-Perlo, and she talks about, the inspiration behind Beyond. And also, I don't know if you guys are aware, but we just did a steel cutting for our newest ship after Beyond called Ascent.
The what?
Ascent.
Ascent. Yes, I did see that. Ascent. And she's going to be in the same class so the Edge class is now going to have.
She'll be the fourth. Ascent will be the fourth. So there's so much more to come with Celebrity, and we can't wait to have you guys all on the Beyond and then fleet-wide.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. And then better yet, I'm sure when Maria is here again, January the 18th, I'm just going to let you guys remember we've got Celebrity. Miss Maria's coming in for the travel club. We're going to have Vacations by Rail flying in from Chicago. And we also have Ama Waterways here. So you guys spread the word on that. You'll be catching us up on the Beyond in January as to what else has been added. And again, do me a favor, guys. Share this post. I want to make sure we get enough views out there. So do me a favor. You got some friends out there. Share the post. Be sure and like the post and give me thumbs up, thumbs down. What do you think? And then we'll kind of go from there. Maria, thank you so much for joining us.
I can't wait to see you guys in just a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Oh my God. December. Yes. January. Oh my God. A month and a half. There you go. All right. You guys be good. Be safe. Be sane. Be satisfied. Well, you could be sober, but that's no fun. Talk to you later.